trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The tackle man.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 110 yards in the score.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Third down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jaguars take over first down.
So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The running back.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries, 54 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
But that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Being chased out left. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happens.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Christian McCaffrey.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum building.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone, and if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. His kick is right through. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry runs 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Carr now on 1st down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
13 yards.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
The tackle made by
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel deep.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
It's been a big highlight day for him. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Carried by number 20.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The 6-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Steven Nelson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Christian McCaffrey.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 7. And the Texans 1st down.
From the gun, Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Carr, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, Carr. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Number 28.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win.
First down is Carr. And this one caught along the sideline. Bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Carr's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Carr, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Houston.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Jaguars. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They'll make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to make them in.